12, I think it is. You weren't far off when you said 13,
Okay.
12.
I am a faithful listener.
Today we got here all 3 new guests. Well, Ozzy's been on, but you guys haven't seen him too much. We'll start there. Your name and what you do, brother.
My name is Ozzy, and I
Obviously
am
security.
the proprietor of Vitality Wellness Center, where this podcast is being recorded at.
Brian Dyer built that cryo machine over there.
Oh, right back here.
Yeah.
Jason Ritchie. I build those things.
Yes. we
So
provide the cold.
well, first I'll talk with you. What brought you to get into this kind of world of cold
A
therapy?
sore neck, man. I was probably around 2013. I was about halfway through my jujitsu findings of it, and sore neck. My body was getting older. My skills were getting better, but my performance was just not able to keep up. So started to dive into recovery. Went and tried cryo about 45 minutes away from my house, and it was the first time I've done anything in physical gyms, lotions, where 5-6 things on the list that they said were going to happen were happening the moment I got out of the machine. So it was like a 45-minute drive home. By the time I got home, I already had 2 people invested, and we opened our first cryo studio about 4 months later.
Damn, you got it done. You're like, I'm on that
Dude.
shit. I'm not missing out.
No doubt, man. You make someone feel good, they want to feel good again, and nothing's going to stop that.
You also you roll. You like BJJ?
Yeah, I spent some time on the mat. I've been a black belt for about 6 years.
Oh, certified killer at this point, huh?
Even before that, my friend. Well, I was lucky enough to be a Navy SEAL for 10 years. Too,
Okay.
also, yeah, so
Thank you for your
a
service.
little bit of time dodging bullets. Didn't dodge them all, but here we are.
And you, brother, how'd you get into cryo and stuff?
This handsome gentleman over here actually got me into it. Been an athlete my whole life, so taking care of my body's always been a
What
huge...
what kind of sport are
I
you?
played professional baseball for a little bit, and then I fought professionally for another 12 years after
Okay.
that. Kind of how we met and became friends. And,
What martial arts specifically?
Thai boxing's my background, but
Okay.
you know how it is. You better be halfway decent at
Yeah.
a little bit of everything. or
Yeah.
Get your face punched in. Brian introduced me to the whole cryo world, really.
That first studio that,
first
we
studio,
opened,
yeah.
he was the manager of the store next door.
Yeah. I had a nutrition store next door, so we
Yeah,
kind
the
of
very
linked up
first
to
one,
that.
we
He
became
used to just
friends.
let me jump
Right
in there.
on.
And I've kind of seen the progression of what he's done with this company, and it was an easy in for me when he offered me a position to help him out with this. Like, I mean, look what we're doing. It's untouched. There's not a close second to what we do. so.
Badass. That's really cool.
Can't see what we see.
Well,
Poor
they
ugly
will.
Dudes, but I
They
mean,
will. We're
The
gonna show 'em.
facility's really
The place
nice.
is magnificent.
Yeah,
I
it's
just took
amazing.
a shower in your shower room. That's nicer than the hotel we use. It's nicer than my shower at home.
It's like Tony from Scarface's bathroom.
Yeah, it's 100%.
It's like marble,
The marble
everywhere.
floors in here.
Yeah.
This place is incredible. This place is
So
absolutely
you
Yeah,
said
well,
you-
this is gonna be my home for the next couple of years. I'm gonna be here and try to make this
From fixing cars to fixing people.
fixing cars to
Yeah.
fixing
That's a
people.
good way to
Yeah.
fucking
What
put
a
it, bro.
job.
Yeah,
That's a
what
good
a
way to
job.
put it.
Yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
was broken. I was literally broken. I would come home after training and I couldn't do anything. And the problem is that I wanted to go back to the mats.
Yeah.
You know.
Cold.
Honestly,
All the cold stuff.
I'm
The
a
cold-
walking example of it.
So for
I
those-
had a knee surgery 3 years ago and used Brian's machine. Ooh, sorry. Check.
Yeah,
Use
you're good.
Brian's machine, and I
He'll
mean,
tell you.
it's sped up my recovery so fast. I mean, today, perfect example. Today, I was a zombie today when we came in here, and I did 4 modalities today and got an IV drip, and I
Yeah.
feel like $1 million right now.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, again, we'll go back to the earlier statement. If you have act, there's no end to it. There's no like, it's like you're wearing jujitsu pants. Do you think there's ever going to be an end to jujitsu, my friend? The reason people like us like jujitsu is because we think we can figure shit out, and you'll never figure out jujitsu. That's why you'll never quit. And
Yeah.
it's stimulating to smart people. And then with wellness, what's the best way to fix my knee? Well, start with ice, move to circulation, get in a float tank for mobility. There's get on a vibe plate to shake it up and create bone density. There's no end to it. It's like how much time you got, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
time are you willing to make
How
for
much
your
time
body?
can you swipe
Yeah.
on your grinder account when you're in the float tank?
So you said you were a
I don't know
professional
anything
fighter.
about
I
that.
did. I fought for a while.
Big
I
man
fought
69.
For, King of the Cage. Fought for Strike Force.
Oh shit.
Fought a ton of local shows across the U.S.
That's badass.
I started before it was a really big. Dana White had hair when I started fighting. But Joe Rogan.
Dana White had hair.
Dana White and
Oh,
Joe
shit.
Rogan both had hair when I started
Oh
fighting.
shit.
I jumped into it early. I wrestled in high school. My wrestling coach.
Did you have hair?
You know what? The hair jokes. You gotta stop. You know what? Hey, I've got a great shaped head.
It means you got a lot of testosterone, my friend.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
It's important to pat yourself on the back.
For a pro fighter, what goes into making sure your body's in that best state, like the recovery side? Because we can go on
The
for hours about
recovery
that.
side, I think it's overlooked because as a fighter, you have this persona, this image where you have to just be a badass and you're tough and you don't need this. You know, I don't think a lot of this it's undercovered. I mean, I wish I had all this stuff when I was at my peak of fighting. It's easy to say, oh, this could have happened and I could have done this, but I'm telling you right now, and I had a great run at it. I did very well for myself. But if I had this stuff, I can't imagine. Who knows?
Maybe extended your prime.
I could
maybe
still
had
been
your
fighting
prime
right
even
now if I
higher.
would have been able to take it. And I did a decent job, but I'm a little bit of a wild man, and I didn't exactly cut weight the right way all the time. I partied a little bit too much.
You're a little bit of John Jones.
Maybe just
A little bit of a John Jones in you.
maybe about this much.
Just that part.
Well, there's
This
this
much.
tournament that I'm aware of called High Rollers.
Yeah, I roll. Yeah, exactly, absolutely. But yeah, if I had the cryo, if I had the infrared saunas, the red light beds and stuff, I think my body would have reacted. I mean, I'm 37 now and dealing with injuries from the past, but I can already feel it getting better. Whereas if I would have taken care of it right away with this stuff, it would have been incredible.
So I heard you just say that the infrared sauna. I'm still like, what the fuck does that do? I'm still just okay. I understand infrared light, the whole light spectrum, but why infrared light? What does that do to your body?
Well, a regular sauna heats up the air around you. The infrared heats you up. And it's cooler temperatures in the sauna so you can stay longer in the sauna and get more benefits. But they're both good for you. It's just infrared sauna is another level up.
Another level, okay.
So when you get into a traditional sauna, dry heat sauna is what a lot of people refer to it as. For the most
Excuse me,
part,
sorry.
for the most
Hey,
part,
I'm
you're
you good.
you're at higher temperatures, and your body's gonna respond to it by releasing the moisture that's right below your skin. It's gonna get it out. It's gonna protect you. So I mean, obviously, we all sweat, and that's typically how that works, the cooling of the body. For lack of like diving into being as brilliant as Rhonda Patrick or Andrew Huberman, for simpleton terms, that the infrared sauna passes these waves in your body and allows you to, like he said, stay in for longer periods of time, and detoxify you. I have a picture on my website of a white towel, a brand new white towel before infrared sauna and after. And when I tell you it looks like there's tar on it, it looks like there's tar and it's disgusting. And I see that almost every day when I get out of the sauna. So, and if that is inside me and now it's not in me anymore, that
Damn,
makes
that's
me very
cool.
happy.
Yeah.
Man.
I
That
had
makes-
heard him explain it, but not that. Yeah, I
So-
get it now.
I encourage most people when they talk about the modalities, it's easy to try and get at explain what for me, it's a detoxification process.
Modality. What do you mean by that? What is that word? Like for those
Modality is like a thing, an object that we use. Every one of that's a modality. The red bed's
who don't know?
modality.
Okay, gotcha. It's just like
They're
what you would call a
modalities, yeah.
recovery.
Dude, I
object,
just
something.
learned that word like 3 years ago. and
Man,
I
I can't
Yeah,
stop
you-
using it, though.
You guys were
Can't
saying
stop
it. I'm
using
like,
it.
huh?
I know,
is that
I know.
is that a specific treatment he's got? I haven't heard that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned what thermal liquidic barrier. I've learned that word. I don't know what it means, but I feel smarter when I say it.
Say what? Look
No,
inside
I
that
know what
engine.
it
There's
means.
a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can build it and I can make it work, but sometimes I'm a little confused.
Well, my
on
friend,
some
is,
of it.
I'm telling you, what you guys design here
Yeah,
and
well.
build is amazing. Compared to liquid nitrogen cryotherapy, this is so much better. So your whole body is in there, and you get much colder than with liquid nitrogen. It's an experience, and it's insane. It's crazy.
There,
You guys are talking about like how you heal the body and whatnot. Well, what about mental? Let's say somebody's going through a rough time.
For
I'll
those,
tell you.
For those who didn't hear at home,
I'll
he
tell
asked,
you right now.
"How do you hear your mental?"
I've been doing this thing called bed to bucket every morning, and I've been doing it for about 2 years. And the way I look at it, people when they respond to my videos on bed to bucket, like, "Damn, Brian, that's crazy. What does it do to your body?" And for me, it has nothing to do for my body. It's me. The moment I take the blanket off my body, doing something I definitely don't want to fucking do. I don't want it to get out of my nice, warm, cozy bed and go jump in a freezing cold tub. But if I can do that, maybe I'll answer a phone call that day that I didn't want to answer. Maybe I'll have a conversation with someone. I'll start to do things that I don't want to do because I realize that it might help me or move me forward. So, and I think that all the modalities have a little bit of that in it. The last 5 minutes in a sauna, dude,
Tough.
Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. And it's 100% true. You want to jump, you want to get the hell out of there. And all you have to do is stay there.
Yeah.
But you have to tell yourself to stay there, or in this machine, or for
Getting
most
comfortable being uncomfortable.
100% jujitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Everything. He's one of the most admirable people I know. I mean, I make fun of him at it all the time. Anytime we go on a work trip, this 5:30, 6 a.m., this dude's bouncing around, opening my door to my room, going crazy. And
He didn't feel me the first time in the middle of the night.
I don't like it, but I hate it, and I give him shit for it. But I tell you what, man, the more, I mean, we've been friends for 7-8 years now, and the more I see it, and I'm trying to adapt it a little bit. It is, man. It changes your whole day. The mornings that I get up and I'm a grump and I drag ass, the day continues like that. But the mornings I see why he's successful and why he's able to do things.
You can either survive or you can fucking live.
Yep. It's fact.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Oh my God, that is such a great mentality right there.
What's the best way? Slowly building these habits, or just swan dive it?
Man, I'm all about jumping right in. Fuck dipping your toes in, dude.
Yeah.
Jump
Jump
in.
right
Do or
in.
die, right?
Yeah,
Do or
100%.
die.
Why wait?
Yeah.
This is, this is your body that you're investing in right here. This is time that
you
you're
don't
making
you
yourself
don't really
better. Why
know
not
the
jump in?
benefits. When you're young, you think that you don't need this stuff, but when you're young, you think you're Superman, you think you're invincible. But as you get older and your body starts to break down, that's when you realize that this machine, you need to keep it tuned up.
Yeah.
You need to keep it running great. And you need these type
Try
of
Try explaining that to like 19-year-old top 1% college athletes.
I wasn't having it, and I wasn't a top 1%.
They're-
I wasn't having that when people told me that. I was like, dude, I'm going to be like
Here
this
comes
forever.
Professor Felix Mao de Vaca Rojas. Right there.
The target got bigger, my friend. The target got bigger. That's all it is.
I've been doing manual labor since I was like 11. My parents own a cleaning franchise, and I've got the back of a 40-year-old. I'm 20.
Get your
And,
ass in that
it's-
crowd
and
machine.
it freaking sucks. It freaking sucks.
Well, we're
I
gonna
wake
fix that right
right
now.
now.
Right,
Yeah,
there
right
you
after
go,
this, we're
there you
doing that
go.
shit. Absolutely. I've been thinking about that. Like, for example, I was telling Ozzy, I've been thinking about when I get home from work and I have a really shitty day, because I do construction. So I'm sometimes throwing on the floor all day, putting floor in. Or the other day, we put these 8 by 4 foot sliders that probably weigh like 500 pounds each, that were impact sliders. The glass like this thick's got a gas chamber in between. It's nasty. Literally almost dropped this freaking door. And my back the next day, I woke up and I was like this. From my shoulders to my tailbone, I just was killing.
And how old are you?
I'm only 21, brother.
That's what I'm saying right now. This is why I wish when I was, I mean, I'm not that old, 37, but when I was 21, when I was the peak of my athletic
It's hard
career,
to
man,
explain. It's hard to explain
You
to the
can't.
younger bull,
Yeah,
man.
you
You know,
can't.
I mean, the oldest saying in the world is that, you know, there's a young bull and an old bull on top of the ravine looking down on all the cows, right?
I know this one.
And the young bull says, "Let's run down there and fuck us one of those cows." And the old bull says, "Let's walk down there and fuck them all." You know what I'm saying? So like, but like
That's a
that's
good one.
easy to say to a younger guy. Oh, I'm sorry, earmuffs.
Your own
know,
advice is always
um,
the hardest to take, but man, we're all proof
Yeah.
of it. We've
It's
all
like
been
how
there.
they say, you
The
know,
first 20-year-old that listens to a 40-year-old in every step,
It's gonna make it, dude. I think
bro.
that's a special person
Bro.
right there.
That is a
Watch
special
out.
person.
If I could,
What if there's that 20-year-old, 18-year-old that doesn't listen to all of those steps?
me.
If they could listen to
Yeah,
those
all of
steps,
us.
What do you think would be, I guess, to live
Listen,
Listen.
listen,
listen,
and learn.
Open your
Listen,
damn mind.
learn
and
from my
listen.
mistakes.
You don't know everything.
I like that
man.
saying. A smart man learns from his mistake, but a wise man learns from others.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
100%.
100%.
That's
What's
good.
the
I
most
love that.
dangerous man in a meeting?
The one who
The
stays
quiet
quiet.
one.
The stays one who
Yeah.
stays quiet and listens and understands everybody in the room.
Yeah, shut your mouth and open your ears,
450.
man.
You're good.
450.
Yeah, brother,
I
you guys-
need to address the elephant in the room. This gentleman, they have a flight to catch. Okay.
We're such jet setters. Dogs waiting for me. And,
Regardless, brothers, we really appreciate you guys' time.
well, thank you so
Thank you,
much,
brother.
man. I
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
It's,
And thank you for
Nice
my
meeting you
machine,
guys.
brother.
You're welcome, Ozzy. Let's go, baby. Let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah, well,
Thank you guys.
shout out your YouTube. I heard you got a YouTube, brother.
Yeah, yes, we do have YouTube, electriccryotherapy.com and electric cryotherapy on YouTube. Is
That's
where we're
And
at.
chilling out.
And Trident
Shout out.
Cryotherapy.
Yeah.
That's the baby right there.
And you got anything you wanna?
Yeah, probably nothing I should be shouting out on.
No, it's all right.
Oh, my
Only
OnlyFans right here.
We'll wrap it up.
$25 a
Thank you
month.
guys for coming. Really appreciate you guys
Right
coming to
on,
talk to us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Check
All
it
right.
out. Check it
Yeah.
out.
Boss